Hello, I'm How. That's pronounced how as in, how do you pronounce that? The way I maintain student engagement is pretty much the same, both in person and online. Of course, there are some aspects to the online environment that need to be discussed, and I will discuss them. But essentially, I try to lecture in a way that's enthusiastic, that's engaging, that's energetic. I don't speak in a monotone. I also emphasize conceptual learning. And that's important because a lot of the reason that students are intimidated by physics and that their eyes start to glaze over in lecture and their brains with them is that they get lost in the math. So I emphasize the concepts so they understand each step in the equations, so they understand why all this equation manipulation is occurring. And that helps keep them focused. I also introduce active learning elements even into traditional lecture. So for instance, I'll pose a short conceptual question or a quantitative question that involves at most 1 or 2 steps. I invite students to think about it, to talk about and work on it with the people sitting around them, and I'll have them vote on an answer because these are usually multiple choice questions. And this serves the purpose both of helping them learn the material because they're engaged in the process. And because they're engaged in the process, well, their engagement is maintained. Now, specific to the online learning environment, let me show you how I do it. I will share my screen here. All right. So hopefully you see my whole screen there. Okay. All right. So you see that I'll have my PowerPoint up so it's very hard to replicate the effect of, well, I won't say hard, but it can be a challenge to replicate writing on a board in a classroom in an online environment. The way I do it is I use Mathematica. So I use Mathematica. I also have this drawing program that I use that allows me to write on the screen. So for example, here's my drawing program. I can use it to draw. So there's to draw like free body diagrams. So here's my tension. Here's my normal force. There's the weight for the online, not the online, for the mass that's on the table, not on the line. All right. Then when it comes time to writing equations, well, I use Mathematica because Mathematica very well mimics how you actually write things. It's very organic. So this, of course, does not pertain to this example, but if I were to say like I wanted the x component of a tension, so I could say that's Tx is equal to T cosine of theta. Then I can plug in a number for theta. Theta is equal to 45 degrees, not 45 dissect, but 45 degrees. Say T is, let's say 50 newtons. And there I go. And, oh, right, there. I told Mathematica not to display the answer, but let's display the answer. Sorry, Tx. Okay, it came out as that. I can have it simplify it by telling it N of. And I swear Mathematica is not paying me to sell their products. This I really like how this presents it. All right. So that's the online portion. Oh, and here's an example of one of these active learning elements I told you about. So of course you know that the tension that so the string is massless, the pulley is both massless and frictionless. So the top block's accelerate. So you and I both know that the weight of this block is greater than the tension. That's why the system's undergoing acceleration. So our students work on this for a minute, think about it for a minute, then we'll go on to, I'll show them the answer and I'll explain the answer. Now, other aspects of my teaching philosophy. So I'm also sensitive to the fact that students, well, they're all individuals. So not all of them are equally well prepared to take physics. So for those students that are struggling, they come to office hours, I'll feel out how much preparation they have, and I'll tailor my instruction, my help to their level. So students that don't have as much preparation, I'll spend more time on basic math, on the very basics of what I'm teaching. Whereas students who are maybe at a higher level, I can talk at a higher level, a more abstract level with them. So basically my teaching philosophy is be energetic, be friendly, be clear, be mindful of students' individual differences. Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity to audition for this part, this job. And I look forward to hearing back from you.